Alright, so just drove from Banja Luka. It's about a 4-hour drive. Made a couple stops, so it was like more like 4.5. Now I'm in Mostar. So let's go explore Mostar. It's supposed to be one of the kind of best places to see in Bosnia. It's one of the most popular for tourists. You've probably seen the bridge if you've read anything about tourism in this region. Let's go. And here we have Mostar in the golden hour. Beautiful all around. So my hotel is like right here. So I'm gonna go walk. There's some busy streets here that are very popular. Go across the bridge and just check it out. Mostar is another city since before even ancient times. Ruins have been here. Remains of human settlements have been here since like prehistory times. Changed hands multiple times over history. Ottomans, Austria-Hungary, Yugoslavia, now Bosnia. I'm gonna walk through the market here. There was a siege during the wars in the 90s, so gonna check some of those sites out. It's got around 100,000, just over 100,000 population. It's about split evenly for the majorities of Bosniaks and Croats, with some Serbs, a few Serbs, and a few other minority ethnic groups. So let's check it out. Another shot of the bridge. It's really very pleasant here. Mostar at sunset. Very beautiful little city. I like it very much. Another view from the bridge. And it's a little warmer. They have people jumping off this bridge, so maybe tomorrow we'll see people jumping off here. And good morning. It's a beautiful day here in Mostar, starting out near the center, an area, this spot's called the Spanish Square because there's a memorial to Spanish soldiers who were killed here as peacekeepers during the fighting in the 90s, and then a couple in the 2000s, or a few in the 2000s. So there were a couple sieges here in Mostar, one in 92, one in 93 into 94. And then right next to Spanish Square, that tall building there, that kind of abandoned massive concrete building, is called Sniper Tower. It was a bank building, the tallest building in Mostar, and during the siege it was occupied by Croats. So yeah, it still stands. You can get into it, and I've seen other vloggers who do. Might get a bit closer, but I'm not going to go in and climb up there. But yeah, time to check out a bit more of Mostar's history and see more of this beautiful city. So just standing right across the street here from the Sniper Tower. You can see bullet holes there. And then yeah, on this building here, there's bullet holes as well. So still
Still marks of the fighting. I mean, the city centers, it's another abandoned building. It's been mostly kind of renovated, rejuvenated with the tourism money. There's a massive Marriott they're building. But yeah, so here's more of the sniper tower. Maybe just walk a bit further down here and take a look. So getting a bit closer. I mean, you can see it's a fence, but kind of easy to hop, and lots of others have done it. I think one of my favorite vloggers, Vagabond, did. So go watch his videos if you haven't. So there's the sniper tower, and then there's a nice park kind of right next to it, and there's a monument here you probably wouldn't expect to see. That's right, Bruce Lee. Why is there a Bruce Lee monument in the middle of Bosnia? Because after the wars they wanted to put up a memorial or monument to promote peace, but they couldn't decide on who to do or what to do, and somehow Bruce Lee was put up as a suggestion. Everyone agreed. They all liked Bruce Lee, loved his movies. So yeah, they put up Bruce Lee. Yeah, kind of not what you expect to find in a war memorial is Bruce Lee. So keep walking. Quietly tucked away in Mostar is a large memorial cemetery complex built to the memory of the partisans who fought in World War II. It said there's 810 burials, 718 of which have been identified. So there's 92 unknowns who are buried here. Yeah, so let's walk up. Personally, for me, I think the history, World War II, Southern Europe, gets overshadowed a lot by the Western Front and of course the Eastern Front as well. So Mostar was under the Axis Croatia Ustashi rule, so a very, very brutal, oppressive regime that was on par in terms of brutality and atrocities with Germany and the SS. So the people of Yugoslavia really suffered under the Croatian Ustashi rule. So there's writing on some of these rocks. It's hard to tell. I mean, I assume they're gravestones, but it's hard to tell just, you know, how many graves are right here. Like if it's a bunch of graves or a few, and the rocks have just, the gravestones have just been broken up. I don't know what the symbols are, so I'll have to look those up. But yeah, it's a very beautiful view. Really, this whole region is very beautiful. The drive here was really gorgeous from Banja Luka. Lots of mountain roads, mountains, some snow. Our car was attacked by dogs at one point. Yeah, just a guy, his dogs were outside on the street, came barking. They jumped in front of the car, so I stopped, didn't want to hit them, but then they were just jumping on the car and scratching it. The guy just came outside and was laughing, so that pissed me off. Yeah, dogs are gonna get killed that way, so leash up your dogs, chain them up. Some more little lizards. Hello. Lots and lots of lizards around here. Okay, across the river. Now we're gonna hike Fort Nutsa, I think it's called. It's got an old Austrian fork, got a big water for it. Let's go. It's real sunny and I didn't bring a hat because I thought, well, I read the forecast and it said it was gonna be cloudy the whole time I was here. So I was like, oh, I don't need a hat. But it's very sunny. And it's too warm to wear my hoodie. So I tied it across so I look like a dork. But I really don't want to get burned. So, well, my little hike failed. Google sent me on a crazy path up through the suburbs here, led down to a trail. Pretty much the only way I could go. And there's a big chained dog in the middle of the road. Literally no other way I could go. And he got up and came flying at me, was barking angrily. Chain was holding him back. So I was like, not gonna do that. So that's as close as I got. But it's a good view up here. So I guess I'll walk back into Mostar now and just hang out. And it's a good view from here. Very nice view. And if you look in the distance, like right here is the Partisan Memorial that I was at. So, you know, I started over here, I walked up there, then back around here, and here, and then right there where there's an angry dog. So, and there's a couple of horses or donkeys right there too, next to that rusted out bus. I would not be defeated. Well, I guess I was defeated on the hiking part, but I went back to my hotel, snacked up, got in the car, and drove up here. Big Bosnian flag, restaurant there. Very windy up here, as you can imagine, on top of the mountain. It's very beautiful. A little bit over here is the remains of a fortress from World War I, Austro-Hungarian, and you can just walk right up in it. Everything I've gone and seen since I've been here has been free. Just to let you guys know, there's no, you're not buying tickets for anything. Didn't need tickets for that overpass or that overlook. Definitely don't need tickets here. There's no one here, so let's check it out. You can see why I'd want to have a fort here. You can see everything in all directions. It really is a beautiful view. There's some animal crap on the ground. So I hope there aren't animals in here. No. There's a lot of animal poop. Wow. Really gorgeous. It's a really beautiful day. You can see really far. Okay, let's go. There's a bunch of like power antennas here. Kind of. Okay. There's more star down there. But alright. Seems pretty cool. There's some other bunkers over there, but they're about a mile away. And I forgot my jacket. And it is a little cold. So let's see, can I climb up here? Okay. Oh, we got a little dam down there. Not gonna go near those antennae. Wow. So, what views? If you come to Mostar, it is absolutely worth coming up here to Fornica Hill and coming here and just checking out the, I mean, wow, what a beautiful view. Just imagine flying a plane low through the valley, like the Mach loop. Cool. Alrighty. It's been a busy day. I'm glad I drove up here. I was about to not, but then decided to come on up. And for fans of Cold War cars, we got an old Yugo here. Think of the Lada's Yugoslavian cousin. Very popular then. Back in Mostar, wandering around before dinner, got ourselves another little starry most called the Crooked Bridge. Built first in the 16th century, collapsed in 1999 during floods because of damage inflicted during the wars, but rebuilt in the early 2000s. So you can come on down here, have your dinner, some drinks, right along the bridge. Probably some nice Airbnbs there. And then the starmost is right over here. Very beautiful. Another shot of the Crooked Bridge. There's a couple good boys just hanging out there. A lot of cats out here because there's food. So it's the next morning here. It's cloudy, gonna be a rainy day. So today I'm gonna be driving around seeing a few things. The first one is an abandoned hangar. So it's like just on the side of the road like this, and then it's hard to see, but in a second it kind of goes up this road and it's dug out of the mountain here. So let's check it out. So walking up here, you can see supposedly during the Yugoslav era, this was a secret aircraft hangar where they would launch aircraft out of on short notice if necessary. A lot of broken glass and burnt smells, some interesting smells here. Supposedly it gets quite dark in there. Just goes off into blackness. I only have my phone flashlight, which is not very strong. Feels like if you ever played the Metro games, that's what it seems like. I won't go much further. There's weird sounds, so... Okay, that's all. Gonna continue the trip. A few other sites I want to see. But yeah, this is right outside Mostar. Really easy to get to, like 12-minute drive. So, check it out. About a 25-minute drive, 30 minutes outside Mostar, is the Dervish House at Blagai. Oh, in the side of a mountain here, right next to the stream. So this small town Blagai, sits at the mouth of a spring here. Blagai, I guess, means mild in Bosnian language, and it's in history, it was a Illyrian and Roman town, of course, been around for thousands of years, like everywhere else we've been. And the building we're going to right here was a monastery. So this is a small monastery built during the Ottoman period. You pay 10 Bosnian marks, which is like $6. Yeah, a little over $6 per ticket. I paid 2 marks to park, so another like $1.25. So really not bad. So here's the Dervish house. I think this is the master of the house. Hello. So I'm just getting a tour. I was recording during the tour, but I'll go back and record some of the rooms. She said this was a woman's prayer room. You can see Quran is there. So that cave is the source of the river Buna. It goes down 100 meters in the water, and this cliff here is over 200 meters tall. And this building's been around, there's been a monastery here for 500 plus years. Yep, and this ceiling is like the original 400 years old, supposedly. Holding up very well. This was another like dining area, prayer area. It seemed like every room was a prayer room of some kind. I mean, it's a monastery. And then the hammam. Bringing out the best bathhouse content. But it's a little, what's what I'm looking for? A little mossy. But hey, bathhouse is a bathhouse. Here are buried 2 Sufi scholars. So I think this area is a Sufi monastery. So one of the other schools of Islam, not one of the main 2. I got to look up their names. I couldn't quite fully understand the names. I'd probably miswrite it if I did, so I'll look it up and put the names on here. But from the 14th and 15th centuries, they were scholars, and the Sufi scholars here in Herzegovina. You know, it's kind of funny, when I first read about this, I saw it like in a travel show, I kind of thought, it's just like a small house. Like, how cool could it be? But it's really quite a beautiful place. Very, very, very close to Mostar. So if you're in Mostar, it's worth it to come out here. Lots of little restaurants and cafes, so if you want to stop and eat, you can do that. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful area. So it was pretty bad weather. I stopped and hid in a cafe for about 45 minutes, an hour. And now I'm at the Kravica waterfalls. Seems like perfect timing because the sun came out a little bit, so hoping we can get down there. The falls are looking good in the sun. Kind of nailed the perfect timing. It was storming pretty bad. I didn't want to drive. Winding mountain roads, lots of steep hills, like lots of loose rocks and dirt. So a little worried about like a landslide, mudslide. So yeah, but let's check out these waterfalls. Maybe you can hear them. Look at that, the sun came out just for us. One last shot of the falls. Now, the town I stopped in, Pachitel, on the way, has a fortress. So hopefully the weather holds out, we can go check out the fort. If not, then it's back to Mostar. Okay, so just drove. It says the weather's supposed to hold out for a few more minutes. I just kind of parked right here. So here at the Pachitel, it's on the literally right off the road, off the route from Mostar to the waterfall. Okay, okay, this is the right spot. Just because like my GPS said I'd arrived, and there were no real other signs. There was one sign, but looks like an info board here. Yeah, so the Ottomans conquered this town in 1471. And in 1693, they built the fortress. It was built up again by Austria-Hungary in the late 1800s and between World War I and II. Let's check it out. So I'm just walking down. So it's like a village fortress town. Interesting. When I drove by on the road, it looked like there was just a big fort up top, but it looks like it's a whole small town within large walls, so... there's the tower. Right through there. So... I can't tell if people live here, or if they are just here when there's tourists. So there's the tower, and this is overlooking, you can tell why it's an important town. It's overlooking the Neretva River here. So we're going to go check this out, and then we should have views in both directions, so quite a strategic spot. Looks like the fortress walls go there, and there's a viewing spot there, so we'll try to get over there. But as for now, at this tower, see if we can't get up there. Okay, good, here we go. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Oh. Holy cow, what a view. Well, the rain's picking up, so kind of time to just perfectly. I was able to walk around for about 20 minutes. Didn't have time to go to that other fortress top, but awesome views. All in all, if you're near Mostar, in Mostar, you got a rental car. It's worth seeing these 4 places I went to today. Well, maybe 3. You can probably skip the airplane hangar. But yeah, total time driving is like 2.5 hours. Maybe it might take a little longer because the roads are winding and slow, and some people drive slow, some people drive really fast here, so you just don't know what you're gonna get. All right, probably just gonna go back to Mostar now and hang out. It's supposed to rain the rest of the night, so just gonna hang out. Sarajevo tomorrow.